Welcome back, Tech Pagitt Radio, 1221. I've become a Lady Gaga fan.
Oh, boy.
I know, I like it. I like her sound. I know that's like way, way behind. Like, hey, have you heard of this person called Lady Gaga?
Right.
She's really quite something. Yeah, it's a little bit embarrassing. All right, so here's the deal. I found out I've been lied to. I've been lied to since I was a kid.
Who's been lying to you, Doug?
You know who's been lying to me?
Who?
Astrologers. I've been lied to by astrologers, of all people. People who endeavor to create a way out of suffering.
Yeah.
Astrologers have lied to me. Here's why. Because I was born July 5th, 1966. You don't have to put that on your calendar and send me a gift, sidekick, new guy. You don't have to. That'd be all right.
Okay.
I'll remind you.
Oh, all right.
July 5th, 1966, I was born. Mm-hmm. And I think since July 5th, 1971, I have been referred to as a Cancer.
Really?
So that when I heard that President Nixon was told, Mr. President, there's a Cancer on the presidency.
Yeah.
I was a Cancer.
Yeah.
In astrological signs, I'm the crab. Mm-hmm. I was a crab with little clawy things.
Yeah.
And I was a Cancer. Like, no worse words for someone to understand themselves than the C word. I'm a Cancer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable that they kept this for all these years, that those of us born between whatever date and whatever date, including July 5th, were Cancers. So I'd have to, I'd get a fortune cookie and I'd be reminded, you're a Cancer. Mm-hmm. I would open up the newspaper and when they would have, they still have it. I don't open that part of the newspaper much anymore. But they'd have, your sign, your horoscope. Thank you. Yeah, I was going to say little statements about your sign, your horoscope.
Yeah, that thing.
And it was a horror scope for me.
Yeah.
Because I was a Cancer. I didn't want to be a Cancer. No Cancer is proud of being a Cancer. I can tell you that. Anybody whose astrological sign is the crab with the C word, none of us are happy about it. Yeah. Come to find out, there weren't 12 astrological signs.
Nope.
This is what John, the sidekick, finds out this morning in the newspaper.
Yeah.
I find out this morning at breakfast that I've been lied to.
There's a third one.
There's a 13. Is there a 13th astrological sign?
There is. It's Ophiuchus.
The Ophiuchus. Mm-hmm. And I'm not an Ophiuchus.
Nope.
I mean, I don't think the Ophiuchuses are going to feel very good about being Ophiuchuses.
No.
Because they're going to be like, I'd rather be a Cancer
than the
Ophiuchuses.
It's like the serpent handler.
The serpent ant, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so how is it that now they've decided there aren't 12 astrological signs, but there are 13? What is going on?
Well, apparently there's like two kind of astrological charts that they go by.
Yes.
One is called based on constellations.
Yes.
And then the other one is called the sidereal.
Okay.
And so
now I'm afraid you're about to suggest to me that somehow astrology is going to get complicated. Like, is it not the most complicated thing ever? But anyway, it's going to become more complicated.
Right. And so apparently this, the wobble of the earth that has kind of created this opportunity for this 13th, horoscope.
There's another constellation out there. There's another thing. There's another planet in the mix.
Well, there's lots of things out there. I don't know how they pick and choose.
And what? So this astronomer has suggested there aren't 12 of these. There are 13.
Minnesota astronomer who teaches at the Minneapolis Technical College. Astronomer.
Hey, don't try to down this guy just because he teaches at the local community college.
No, I'm gonna down him because his name is Park Kunkel.
Park Kunkel.
Yeah.
So Park Kunkel discovers and brings to light. Well, there aren't 12, there are 13.
It's not really discovery. I mean, all these stargazers know of Fucus's existence out there. He just kind of, it's just for whatever reason has made a splash. And so those who follow the tropic horoscopes, nothing's going to change, and that's what. But the astronomer's horoscope, the sidereal horoscope, is now including the 13th.
All right. So if you divide up the calendar by 12 of these, I end up as a Cancer.
Right.
If you divide up the calendar by 13 of these,
you're not a Cancer anymore.
I'm a Gemini.
Right.
Couldn't be happier. And I'm being tweeted. People tweet me over at Pagitt on Twitter. I'm being tweeted right now with a cripes. I'm being cripesed right now on my own show.
Are you really?
Cripes, this person says, I love being a Cancer. I apologize if I offended any Cancers by speaking for all Cancers.
Yeah.
But you know why I realized I did that?
Why?
I'm not a Cancer.
After all.
After all, that's
Yeah.
why. See, that's why I always felt misfit. Maybe that's why I said no Cancer wants to be a Cancer, because I wasn't one. Had I truly been a Cancer, born on July 5th, I am a Gemini.
Not everyone is happy.
Geminiers, I'm coming to the party.
Not everyone is happy with the shift, because I'm a Gemini and now I'm a Taurus. And I've never been a Taurus. There's nothing taurine about me.
Hey, as a Gemini,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, fella, you aren't no Gemini. I knew a Gemini,
Yeah.
sir. You are no Gemini. You are a Taurus. You are a bad version
Lloyd
of
Benson.
you are a bad version of a Ford car. You are a boring sedan, Mr. Taurus.
I'm so glad that I do not put any.
Okay, who have I insulted now? I've insulted the Cancers,
Yes.
and I've insulted the Tauri.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and,
Yeah, this isn't
and
going
us true Geminis are insulted by your.
And I've insulted the Gemini
You're trying
by
to
saying that I'm a Gemini.
wedge your way into our group here.
No, I will have you know, people. I have felt. I mean, look, astronomy and astrology has always been a bit confusing, right? Like most of us just take it as it comes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not really sure how they end up with all that stuff, and it was hard enough in junior high when I would sometimes mix up astronomy and astrology.
Yeah.
But I had to kind of get that right. That one of them was the science of studying the heavens, and the other one is the understanding of the system, of the pressures and the pulls that you were born in that then have effect on your life.
Yeah.
Having to figure those things out, and people mocking astronomy. And I don't have anything. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything to it. All I can tell you is there's a lot more going on in this world than most of us know. There's a lot more factors. There's a lot more function. There's a lot more to the entire cosmos than we know. And just maybe these people are onto something.
Well, I think even the most ardent cynic, when you look at the descriptions and you really, if you're aware of yourself,
Yes.
you're kind of like, that's really kind of close.
Really, I'm going to start reading up on the Gemini.
Yeah.
So I
Don't waste your time.
No, because you didn't like being a Gemini.
I know Cancers, and you are one. Sorry, my friend.
See, I got to tell you, Cancer people that are telling me that you love being a Cancer, that just doesn't sound good. You are a Cancer.
Yeah.
Look, if I'm going to stay a Cancer, which I'm not, I'm Gemini. But if I were going to stay a Cancer, you know what I would say?
What?
We need to rebrand this thing. We need to rebrand it. We need a campaign. We need to put something together.
Sure.
To kind of make this work. I mean, this is harder than, the Catholic guy marrying the Lutheran and then having to say, no, I'm a Lutheran.
Yeah.
I actually feel relieved to say that I'm not a Cancer. I realize now that might be. I didn't know that not every Cancer didn't like being a Cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, really? I mean, who's proud of that one? I mean, it is a little better than being a Taurus, but it's just not pleasant. Now, for those of you who are thinking in the religious world, well, we religious people, we reject that.
Yeah.
If you know the story from a few weeks ago, even last Sunday was Epiphany Sunday in the church calendar. Epiphany Sunday, which was the day when the Magi showed up to worship the Christ child.
Yeah.
Who were the Magi? They were Persian stargazers.
Yes.
And not one of them was a Cancer.
Yeah.
There were 3 Geminis.
Well, there's many things in life that we can't change, and when our parents had sex to conceive us, that's one of them for sure.
Yeah, if someone was prematurely born, should they be their intended or their full gestation period?
Well, my daughter was born 2 months premature, so
should she be later?
yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Maybe conception should be the day.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have a whole other one. Like I was born a Cancer, but I was conceived a Leo.
Yeah.
Sounds like a country song.
Hey, we're getting back to Tech Badge Radio with Carla Barnhill. Great news about her run to be the guru on Good Morning America. She's going to be with us here in a minute. And a Cripes, come on, you got to be kidding me, that's going on around travel and Martin Luther King and Gay City and Palestine and the whole deal. We got a lot to talk about here on Tech Badge Radio on AM 950. We're back with you here in a minute.